Volkswagen software isn't terrible anymore. I know that's a harsh thing to say, and I actually think it's the truth. I have been playing around with the new Volkswagen software, which is ID.Software 5.4 in this ID.3 Pure, which is like the cheapest model of the ID.3 with the 52 kilowatt hour battery, and you of course don't have all the equipment, but it's actually the most sold electric car in Germany at the time of filming this video. Anyway, that's beside the point. Subscribe for a video on the ID.3 Pure in the future, but today we are talking Volkswagen and software. And it has not been easy. Volkswagen has had terrible luck with their software. Cariad, which is the company that Volkswagen created to create software for them, or develop software for them, has been going through some rough times. It is of course not easy to do software in cars. It's very difficult. Very few are able to create a good software with the features that we want. Camp mode, dog mode, nothing of that sort in the Volkswagen software yet. This might come in the future as they have a joint venture with Rivian. Volkswagen has a joint venture which will develop a zonal architecture and also software. But that's not what I'm going to talk about in this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about how much better the Volkswagen software is today in 2025 compared to when the first ID software launched in around 2020-2021. So join me for this video on Volkswagen and software. Hello and welcome to the ID software that we have here. So this is how the ID software looks in 2025. Do you think it looks good? Leave a comment down below, because looks are of course a personal preference. What I want to mention is that the input lag is noticeable. There is an input lag, especially when sliding, but also when going to the quick menu, etc. But it's much better than earlier. I remember the early ID software, you press this button and it took like a few seconds before anything changed on the screen. So here we have just a better solution. Customizability is the first thing I want to talk about, but first I want to actually go here and I want to go to, let's see here, do we have ID software? There we go. I want to show you what version we are on. Your ID software version is 5.4. And this car also gets OTA updates, but we have to talk about architecture. So when the ID cars launched in 2020, 2019, 2020 something, they actually came with an ID software 2 point something. I think that was the launch version. Doesn't really matter. It was built on the E-Cube, like system architecture. This architecture has been updated 4 times now. And with the updates of the architecture, in some of the updates, they update the Qualcomm processor inside the car. And when they update the Qualcomm processor inside the car, it kind of stops the OTA updates for that generation. So the early cars can't get software 5.4, for example. So if you have an early ID bus, early ID.3, ID.4, ID.5, you can't get these updates over the air. You could get some over the air updates, but not up till until this version, because you don't have the right chip and you don't have the right system architecture to run this type of software. It's way more powerful than the earlier software, so it's understandable in that sense, but still it kind of sucks that you can't optimize the software enough to run on weaker chips. You can't really brute force with the chips either, but here we have a new Qualcomm processor in this kind of system architecture that we are on now is actually called E4. That's the internal name. E-Cube or E3 was the earlier architecture, but now since 2023 we have this new software architecture, system architecture, which enables the 5.4 software. So this software is running on the newest chip that we have in an ID car, and still it's more laggy than the Tesla, which is insane to me, but I kind of know why. It's built on way too many frameworks. It has this automotive mindset that doesn't really work. You kind of need the startup mindset to get a better software experience. Anyway, I will not deviate too much from the topic here. So, we have this home screen, and I want to talk about customizability, like I mentioned. So what you can do is just hold here, and you can choose whatever you want to be at the different rectangles here. So if I want radio and media there, I can press this button. I can have the map. For the smaller rectangles, you can have different options. So it's kind of locked down customizability, but I think it's plenty of customizability here. So you can choose to have charging there, for example. I can press finish, and now I have charging here, I have the map there, I have the data there. This is the way I like to have it. You have 3 pages, and here we can see driving modes, for example, assistance systems, which is very important to have easily accessible. So you can have up to 5 pages. So here we just have 3 pages, but you can have up to 5 pages of customizability with these predetermined like information modules, I would call them. This is the home button, always the home button, which is fine. It's okay. It's very Apple-like to have like a home button there. It will always get you to this screen. So if we are at the app screen, you can press this one and you get home. So this is your apps, this is your home screen. You can go down from the top to access the quick menu, and this is cool because you can customize all these functions as well. So you can mute the audio, you can adjust the sound, but you can also add whatever you want here. If you want, I don't know, what's this? Yeah, you can choose your moods if you want to. Everything that you want in the top menu here, you can just hold in to change the icons, whatever you want. So customizability is great in this new software. It was never like this before. So customizability is great. You have great settings in the software. You actually have a great voice assistant. Hello ID. Turn off traction control. This will bring up the traction control menu for you. You can go into ESC Sport if you want to. And yeah, the voice assistant actually works great. So voice assistant is good, customizability is good. It looks okay. The map looks a little bit old-fashioned, but like everything here looks okay, right? So now I want to move on to something I think is really, really cool and differentiates the Volkswagen software from other cars. Charging, the charging menu. So you have charging here, you can choose charge limit 50 to 100% in 10% increments. Okay, great. So you have the ability to go to 50%, which is nice if you want to long-term store your car. Amazing. And it's snappy, it's nice. But that's not what's cool about the charging menu. Most cars have this charge limit. You have optimize. So what you can do is to start battery heating from the screen here. It says that you can have optimization to 74 kilowatt possible, 30 minutes needed. If we plug in now charging, we get 48 kilowatts. If we optimize, we get 74 kilowatts instead. So you can start battery heating from here. This is so cool. This is something that many cars don't have. This is very, very unique to the Volkswagen and the new system architecture that actually enables this. This is so great to see. Keep in mind that I have the small 52 kilowatt hour battery, so we don't have the best charging speed. So 74 at 42% is actually not that great, but that's the way this battery is. But yeah, the other MEB cars actually charge pretty good for being 400 volt cars. Actually better than the Tesla batteries in Europe. So here you have start battery heating. Awesome. And the ability to actually see how many kilowatts you get is just unbelievable that Volkswagen actually did this. The route planner. The route planner is extremely important in electric cars. It's something that I always talk about because I think it's one of the most important things. We have bad 4G connection here, just to let you know that. So let's go to Oslo. We are in Bergen. So let's go to Oslo. That's a normal route to take. Use selected route. Yes, please. This one is nice. And here we have the charging stops. So fast. So fast. So you can go here and we can go to this one first. And it says charge from 26 to 84% in 31 minutes. It says also to charge at the Tesla supercharger in Flå from 15% to 47%, 12 minutes, and then you are in Oslo. Isn't this super impressive? It's so fast. Let's take a new destination. Let's take Göteborg. Start. So fast! Does your EV do the route planning so fast? Please let me know in the comments down below. I want to measure all cars and see how fast the route planner is, because the route planner in this car seems even faster than the Tesla one, which is absolutely insane. So here we have the same 26 to 84, 15 to 83, and 14 to 77. Makes sense. This is a small battery, so we have to remember that, of course. So in terms of response time, it's not the fastest or anything, but it works. Can we do this? Yes, we can actually go to points on the map, which is a nice feature. It finds all the charging stops to go there, and with the current charge level you will reach your destination, but no charging station beyond your destination. And yeah, you can just customize how you want to arrive, which is amazing to see. And the ability to just click in on the different charging stops and see how much you want to charge is just super impressive. It's actually so fast for these type of distances that I think it's on par with the Tesla route planner in terms of how far this really is. So super impressed with the route planner in the Volkswagen ID.Software 5.4. Something I want to mention with the route planner, which I didn't really mention, is that if we go to Malmö, which is a far distance, it will show 3 charging stops here, but in reality it's actually 4, because it will show that as you move along. So when I showed you, for example, let's actually just go to Tromsø once more. It wasn't really 4 charging stops to Tromsø, that wouldn't make sense. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 charging stops to Tromsø, but it shows the 4 first ones. So once you have charged here, it will pull in another charging stop here, which is a good solution. You don't want 8 charging stops on the screen here, but I think you actually can, yeah, you can still click on them on the map, so it will show you, oh, Kople Kiwi, it will show you the charging time and all the information of these faraway charging stops as well. Just wanted to mention that. The steering wheel is what everyone hates with Volkswagen MEB cars, and I think it's important to just have a quick note regarding this, because it's part of the software. So you have adaptive cruise control adjustments here, you have the media adjustments here, but you have the volume controls here. And I actually think the volume controls here is okay. Many people actually hate it, but I think it's okay. It's not perfect. I would wish that you could have just a scroll wheel, and I think that's what they will focus on in the future. But this volume controls actually works, and the buttons actually work. It's not, to me, it's not terrible. It's just a bad implementation. What I want to mention is that there is no pause button on the steering wheel. How can you launch a car without a pause button on the steering wheel? That actually drives me insane. That was it on this video on Volkswagen and software. 2 things you wouldn't think would go together. But I have explained a little bit about Volkswagen software, why it is important and why it is much better today than earlier. So if you're looking into buying a Volkswagen battery electric car, an MEB car, which I think is actually pretty good electric cars now, yeah, you have all the information you need about the software. Not perfect, but I have explained how it works, and you can make your decision for yourself if this is something that you want to get into. Thank you so much for watching Roaming Norway, and please subscribe for future videos from Roaming Norway. Also check out my videos over on Autospec and my Norwegian channel if you speak Norwegian, which is called Just Effect, which basically means power. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in another video very soon.